Okay, so here's a couple extras in case you had any trouble with the previous 12. Okay, some easy ones for you. Okay, so we're just going to do a brick pattern. Okay, make a couple lines. We're going to hold it this way for you guys. Okay, brick pattern, make a couple horizontal lines going this way. However many you want. Okay, again, I like to make less lines and make them a little bigger. It's just going to be faster. Okay, so make a couple lines going that way and then draw a couple bricks. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple bricks in there going this way. And that is my first row of bricks. The second row of bricks, you can't just make them the same spots. You have to make them halfway in between. So right at this center point of your previous bricks up here, you're going to draw your line kind of straight down. So they kind of alternate. Okay, so there's a brick. And then your third one right here, you're just going back to the middle of the previous ones. Okay, and that is bricks. Okay, to make bricks look a little bit more interesting, you could make them look like little film strips. This is one thing I like to do. I'll make like a little tiny film strip like this, a little picture, and I'll put like the little old school film reel dots or dashes across there, and I'll make like each one look like a film strip. So that's one thing you could do. You could also make them look like they have more dimension to them by putting like a smaller square in the center of your brick and then making each corner go out to the corner of the bigger one. So we go like that and we just repeat that, and that's a nice effect that you can kind of do fairly easily in each one of those. I think it looks kind of cool. So again, making a square in the center or a rectangle in the center and then drawing each one of those corners out to the bigger corners. Okay. So that looks pretty cool. So two different ways, sorry about that, two different ways to make brick patterns right there. So again, if you didn't see that, it's just making a box in the center here and then drawing lines out to the corners of the bigger box. Okay, so that's your brick pattern. Okay, next one you could do is bubbles. Okay, make bubbles, or make, these could be pool balls, or they could be baseballs, or they could be basketballs. And I'm gonna make different size ones. There's gonna be like some super small ones and some really larger ones like this. And then they're gonna kind of overlap each other and be all different sizes. There are going to be some smaller ones here, and then we'll put another one right here with another smaller one behind that one, and then maybe like a really large one back there, and just kind of fill in this space with random size bubbles. I like to put like the little shine on them too, so I'll put the little shine on each one of those, and I'll put that little shine in the same spot on all of them, so it looks like there's like a light source going on there. So you can put some bubbles in there, and I just fill the entire space with bubbles. Again, these could be like, you can make them into little candies. Can make it look like it's like a gumball machine if you want to. Okay, but fill some space with some random size bubbles. Okay, and then you got bubbles for that one. And let's see, one last one that we're gonna do is we'll just make some lines going up and down here. This is kind of a variation on one of the ones we already did, but it's probably a little easier for you if you're having trouble. Some lines going up and down. In the first section, you're gonna make frowny faces, okay, or arches going downward like this. And then in the next section, you're going to make happy faces, okay, and connecting them. Okay. Then the next section, you're going to make the frowny faces in this section right there. Frowny face, frowny face. And again, going right off the page with a half of one, like that. I think that looks pretty cool. It's a pretty easy one too. Alright, so that's that one. And then one last one. I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to kind of make some lines going up and down like this. And then I'm going to do like a palm tree type pattern where you make a line going up on a diagonal this way. And then from that center point of that line, you make a line going up on a diagonal the other way. The center point of this line, up on a diagonal this way, up on a diagonal to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, left, right, left, right. Yeah, I'll do it again for you. Going up on an angle this way, and then going up to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, you can also do your own patterns in here. Sometimes I'll do something like this, like make like an arrowhead type shape, and then I'll start my next arrowhead behind this one right there, and I'll make another pointy arrowhead like that. Start my next arrowhead behind this one right there, make it come to a point. Again, start it behind there, make it come to a point. Start it behind there, make it come to a point. Just make it up, you know, make up your own patterns in here. You could just do something like this. You do an oval, and then make a line going through it, and then an oval, or that shape, line going through it. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways that you can do this, and you can make your own ones up too. So feel free to be creative. All right, so that is some extra ones you can try out if you like to.